Have you ever wondered why your sweet male cat suddenly turns into a tiny predator for just 1 second? That quick bite might feel random, but it's often anything but. Male cats have unique ways of expressing emotions and speaking their minds, and biting is one of their loudest signals. Before you assume he's just being mean, here are 9 surprising reasons your male cat bites you, and what he's really trying to tell you. Number 9. Mating. Have you ever noticed your male cat biting unpredictably more during a specific time of the year? If so, it could be his mating instincts taking over. When male cats are in heat, their hormones surge, making them act a bit, well, crazy. They might bite or even nip at you as a way to express frustration or heightened aggression. It's not a personal attack, it's simply his way of showing that he's ready to mate. These sudden bites are often triggered by the drive to find a mate, and your cat may not know how to express it other than through those sharp little nips. Don't panic. This is pretty common. The best way to handle it is by getting him neutered. Neutering helps reduce those mating urges and can make your cat a lot calmer, lowering the chances of surprise bites. It'll also keep your bond strong, without the added stress of unpredictable behavior. If you're not keen on neutering, there are still ways to help him manage this behavior. You can try keeping him indoors during the mating season, distracting him with interactive toys, or offering calming pheromone sprays to help soothe his nerves. Number 8. Dominance. What if I tell you that your male cat may even see you as a rival sometimes if you're not being careful? Male cats, especially the more independent ones, have a natural urge to show who's in charge. If your cat feels like he's competing with you for attention or space, he might start to act aggressively. This can lead to him biting or nipping at you, trying to establish dominance. It's not that he doesn't like you, he's just trying to show his place in the world. If your cat is acting dominant, you might notice more biting, growling, or even sudden swats. He's testing boundaries and making sure he's top cat. The key to handling this is to stay calm and set clear boundaries. Let him know what's acceptable and what's not, without responding to aggression with aggression. By keeping things relaxed and showing him that you're in control, he'll start to feel more secure and less likely to see you as a rival. Number 7. Overstimulation. Did you overpet your male cat for too long, only to end up with a painful bite? It's more common than you might think. Male cats, especially when they're feeling overstimulated, can quickly go from purring contently to nipping at you as a way to tell you enough. When you pet or scratch them in the wrong spot, or for too long, they can become overstimulated, and the bite is their way of saying, back off. It's nothing personal, just a signal that they need some space. Overstimulation can happen more easily with male cats, as they tend to get excited or frustrated more quickly. What starts as a relaxing cuddle can end up as a sudden bite if they're feeling overwhelmed. To avoid this, pay attention to their body language. If their tail starts twitching or their ears go back, it's time to stop. Recognizing the signs of overstimulation helps keep the peace and prevents your cat from giving you an unexpected love bite. Just remember, a bite doesn't mean they don't love you. It just means it's time to take a break. Number 6. Marking territory. Male cats are seriously territorial creatures. They take their space seriously and make it known to everyone, including you. You've probably seen your male cat rubbing his face against furniture, doors, or even you. This is him marking his territory with scent glands located around his cheeks. But that's not all. He'll also scratch things or even spray urine to claim what's his. And when someone or something invades that space, even if it's just you getting too close, he might bite as a way to defend his boundaries. If you've been bitten suddenly when sitting in his favorite spot or handling his toys, it's because he's asserting his control. It's not out of meanness. He's just following his instincts. To keep the peace, respect his personal space. Let him have his spots, like his favorite chair or bed, and try not to hover around him when he's in them. If he bites when you touch certain items or areas, stop and back off for a bit. You can also create separate spaces for him, like a designated area where he can retreat when he needs his alone time. Number 5. Attention. Imagine you're sitting on the couch trying to relax when suddenly your male cat starts doing some seriously weird stuff. Maybe he's pawing at your hand, rubbing your face, or even nibbling on your fingers. Sounds familiar, right? These little attention-seeking behaviors are your male cat's way of getting you to notice him. He might be bored, craving affection, or simply trying to grab your attention in the most bizarre ways possible. It's not that he's being a brat, he just wants you to acknowledge him. And sometimes, he resorts to biting to get you to focus on him. If he's nipping at your fingers or gently grabbing your arm with his teeth, it's likely because he's trying to tell you he wants some love or playtime. You can improve things by giving him puzzle toys, scratching posts, or climbing trees to keep him engaged. Also, be consistent with how you respond to his requests. If you've set aside some time for him to play, stick to it. Number 4. Frustration. What if I tell you that your male cat might bite out of pure frustration? Yes, they get frustrated too, and just like us humans, they find ways to let it out one way or another. Let's say you're trying to get your male cat to play, but he's just not in the mood. Or maybe he's stuck at trying to reach a toy that's just out of his grasp. Suddenly, he gives you a little nip. It's not a playful bite, he's frustrated, and that's how he's expressing it. Frustration can come from many sources. Maybe he's dealing with other pets invading his space, or guests making him feel uneasy. Loud noises, like the vacuum running or a door slamming, can also trigger stress. If your cat feels cornered, overstimulated, or overwhelmed by the chaos in his environment, he might resort to biting as a way to release that built-up tension. To help ease his frustration, try to give him a quiet, safe space where he can retreat when the world feels too overwhelming. Consistent routines and a calmer environment can make a big difference. Number 3. Pain. Did you notice your male cat biting more when he's injured or sick? Cats can be masters at hiding their pain, but biting is one way they might express discomfort. If your usually gentle cat suddenly starts nipping at you, it could be a sign that something's wrong. Whether he's dealing with an injury, arthritis, or dental issues, pain can cause him to react defensively. It's his way of saying, "Hey, that hurts," without being able to use words. If he's hurt, even something as simple as a sore paw or an inflamed tooth, he might get more irritable and bite when you accidentally touch the sensitive area. Cats also tend to withdraw when they're in pain. So if your cat's behavior has changed, it's time to pay extra attention. To figure out if pain is the cause, look for other signs like limping, difficulty jumping, or avoiding food. If you suspect pain, a visit to the vet is the best way to get to the bottom. Number 2. Hunger. Let's talk about the most obvious reason for a bite, hunger. It might seem like a no-brainer, but your male cat might bite simply because he's hungry and wants your attention for food. It's not just about emptying his food bowl. Sometimes he may feel impatient or frustrated waiting for you to feed him. If his usual mealtime is approaching and he's not getting what he wants, he could take matters into his own paws, literally, by nipping at you. Cats are creatures of habit, and when they get used to a certain routine, any delay in their food can trigger a response. Male cats, in particular, can be a bit more vocal or bitey when it comes to food, especially if they're feeling extra hungry or if they're used to being fed at specific times. To avoid this, make sure his feeding schedule is consistent. If he's still showing signs of hunger, it could be time to check if he's getting enough food or if his diet needs adjusting. Number 1. Love bite. You may have heard of a human love bite, but what about your male cat's version? Cats can express affection in all sorts of ways, and one of those ways might involve a gentle nibble or bite. It's not a sign of aggression, it's his way of showing love. Sometimes, your male cat might give you a little nip while you're petting him or during playtime, and it's often a sign that he feels comfortable and bonded with you. These love bites usually don't hurt and are often followed by purring or kneading, which is a clear sign of affection. But how can you tell if it's a love bite or frustration? If he's relaxed, purring, and his tail is still or slowly swaying, chances are it's a love bite. An aggressive bite, on the other hand, usually comes with tense body posture, flattened ears, or a swishing tail. If your cat bites with force and immediately pulls away, that's more of a warning bite than a loving one. If your cat is giving love bites, Try offering him more playtime, or even gently redirecting him to a toy. If the bites become more frequent or intense, you can train him to stop by gently saying no and stopping the interaction.